Hello everybody! Once again, here we are in another of our videos of the magic of perception. The way that will show you a better way to see your life, to be more positive, to find those areas that we might not like. As I promised to you last week, today we're gonna do something different. We're gonna be talking about the process that we've been working on from last week, and we're gonna be cooking at the same time. We're gonna do arepa con queso. Arepa con queso is a typical food from Colombia. They have it normally with hot chocolate. We're not gonna have hot chocolate this time. I owe you that one. So I'm gonna start showing you the ingredients, and we're gonna try to make it together. Like I said last time, I'm not a chef, but I think I can cook. Before we start, thank you guys for keep watching our videos. Thank you for showing our videos. Thank you for the comments that you're leaving in our videos. The reason why we're cooking today is because you guys asked me to do it. So we're gonna be cooking today arepa con queso. I'm gonna start showing you the ingredients of arepa con queso. It's something actually simple to do. Let me move this. As you see, I have all my things here. Here we have corn flour. We have some mozzarella cheese, some butter. We have costeño cheese. Costeño cheese is a salty cheese. It's a little bit dry, but it gives a great flavor. And we're gonna have a little bit of salt. I have some water as well. It's warm water, no hot, no cold, warm water, because that is what is gonna help us integrate the water with the flour. What am I missing? Oh, sorry. Some mozzarella cheese, but the slices. You're gonna find out how we're gonna use in this. Last time we were talking about identifying those things that you don't like about your life, writing those things down. Once you wrote those things down, you put it in your drawer, and you left that for a couple of days. Couple of days later, we took that piece of paper and we read again what I don't like about my life. So I have clear what I don't like. Step number 2, what I'm going to do to change those things I don't like about my life. Again, we wrote that down and we store it in the drawer again. By this time, you're supposed to be taking that out. What I'm going to do. Let's say I don't like about me, I have a bad temper. That is what I wrote down. What I'm going to do, step number 2. I'm going to understand why I get a bad temper. And I wrote that down. Today, I'm gonna read again why I get a bad temper. But now, I'm gonna design a plan and a strategy to don't have a bad temper again. That is me. I don't know what you guys wrote. Before I do that, let's start working with my cooking. Sorry about the shaking of the camera. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take the water and we're gonna put a little bit, not all, with the flour. Okay? We start first with a spoon to incorporate everything. This is slow. You have to be slow because you don't want crumbs to start happening. Okay? You do it slow. start like that. You add more water. In the beginning, I can use the spoon. I'm gonna have to use my hands, definitely. Now, of course, wash your hands before you start doing this, okay? Because you don't want this to become messy, okay? Keep mixing this up. You don't have to put too much water because you don't want it to get very soft, okay? It has to have some consistency, so we're gonna be able to build the arepa. I don't know if build is the right word, but let's say to put it together, okay? I'm gonna put the rest of my water. I think I put a little bit too much, but we can work it out. Once we start incorporating this, that water is gonna start mixing with the flour, okay? And we're gonna start getting like the consistency we're looking. You have to be patient. You keep working it out. It's no rush. It's no rush, like it's no rush with the things that we're doing about your life. It's no rush. You don't need to. Nobody can change their life in a little time. Nobody can do it. It's a process. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes a lot of love. It takes a lot of consideration. As you see, I'm doing this with patience. I'm not stressed out. How about if we treat this arepa the way we would like to treat ourselves? Sounds that good? You see, my thing is getting thicker, little by little. So, it's one thing that I found the other day on internet that I thought it really applies to this process that we're doing. And it says that, I wrote it down, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. I love it. And it makes a lot of sense. Just think about it. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So what that means? That means that when you are in your comfort zone, you are not doing nothing extra. You're waking up in the morning, you're going to work, you're coming back home, you're cooking dinner, maybe spend some time with your loved one, your kids, going to bed. That's it. You're comfortable. That's what you like. So, because you're comfortable, you don't do nothing extra. You don't deal with those things that maybe are not allowing you to move forward. Maybe you're afraid to get out of the comfort zone. But when you get out of that comfort zone, it's when you discover all those additional things, opportunities that the world have right there for you. I'm sure all of us, in a moment of our lives, we ask to ourselves, why this guy has such a luck? Is that this guy find always the best deals? Why he can find that and I cannot find that? He has good luck. Good luck. I'm sorry about that. Luck, I don't think exists. We cannot use this spoon anymore, but the good news is that we didn't need the spoon anymore. Okay, cleaning here. I told you guys I'm not a chef, so whatever mistakes I make, they're good. So now is the time that we're gonna start using our hands. I'm gonna start like massaging this. Okay? So we were talking about getting out of your comfort zone, making better opportunities for yourself, finding those opportunities, going the extra mile. Me, all my life, I've been working in sales. Sales is a challenging career. It's a very challenging career. And it is challenging because you're always working with goals. You're always working, let's say, it's your mind against your customer's mind. Let's say it like that. Now, I never go against my customer. I always try to find something that is good for my customer, no matter what I sell. Okay? A little pause. Once you're doing this and you put your hands in there, you're gonna find out little crumbs. You're gonna break those crumbs because we want a consistency on this. We might need a little bit more of flour, okay? Because I think I put too much water. But again, I told you guys that I'm not a chef, so you guys are gonna forgive me for that one. Can I get a little bit more of flour? As I told you before, it's corn flour, but be careful. It has to be the white corn flour, not the yellow. Some people might like it with the yellow one. I like it better with the white. I think it's easier to work. We're just gonna add a little bit more, not too much. It's not an exact measurement that you need here. Like everything in life, you don't need to be exact. You just try to be assertive. And sometimes to be assertive, you just need to look things from an objective point of view, not from a personal point of view. Let's go back to the example that I gave you before. Why this guy gets such an amazing deals and I cannot get those deals? What happened? What is he doing that I'm not doing? He's getting out of your comfort zone. He is not happy just with the things that he's getting every day. He's making an extra phone call. He's sending an extra email. That is what he's doing. Again, I love that phrase that I found. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Amazing. This is looking better. As you guys see, has more consistency. Okay. Now we're gonna give that a little bit more consistency. What we're gonna do? You see the mess that I made here? Let me clean a little bit this mess. Doesn't look very good. I don't like a dirty kitchen. I think nobody likes a dirty kitchen. So I thought about it to get a bigger bowl. And I thought that would be good enough. It looks like it wasn't. Okay. This is okay. It's looking better. Not good yet. So the way we're taking care of these arepas and the way we're doing these arepas is gonna be the same way you're gonna take care of yourself. Like you're gonna treat yourself. This process that we've been talking about requires a lot of patience. It requires a consistency. And it requires a soft hand. The same thing that I start with this. I went too much water. I keep working it out. Didn't stir it myself. Right there you have the patience. I did it with love. I'm doing it soft. No stress. And I kept going and going, being consistent until the thing is looking good. And I don't see any crumbs anywhere. This is looking good. Now what we're gonna do? Mozzarella cheese. Now is when this thing gonna start getting better. Okay, here's my mozzarella cheese. We're gonna mix the mozzarella cheese with all this. Of course, the cheese is gonna give a little bit more flavor. You know, mozzarella cheese is more like it melts down pretty good, but it's not very salty. But just imagine all this flour with no salt. It might not look too good. So I had a teaspoon of sea salt. Sea salt is better for you because it's not processed. So it will not, I don't think salt is very good at all, but salt, if you're gonna use salt, you need to give a little bit of flavor. I always recommend use sea salt. I only use a teaspoon, and as you guys see, I use 250 grams of flour. To my 250 grams of flour, I added, let me see, 380 grams of water. Now, warm water. I don't know if I told you that before, just in case I didn't say, it's warm water, it's not hot, it's not cold, it's warm. Because you're gonna put your hands in here, you don't wanna burn up yourself. But the warm water allows you to get this easier. Now, we're gonna take the costeño cheese. Okay, my costeño cheese is here. And we're gonna keep mixing it up. There's no way you cannot do this without putting your hands in there. Like there's no way you can do nothing in your life putting your hands in there. I really want to thank the ones that suggest me to do this way. I'm really enjoying it. It's something I never did before. And if it doesn't come good, who cares? I tried. You try something in your life and it didn't come out good, you try. The people that never fail is the people that never does nothing. It's the people that never try. You have to try. If you fail, stand up, dust it off, try again. The second time, maybe it will take a little bit longer before you fail. The third time, maybe you're gonna take a little bit longer again before you fail. About the process that we've been talking. Identifying what are the things that you don't like in life, and what you're trying to do to fix them. And you're gonna try at the beginning. And most of the times you try at the beginning and you're gonna fail. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not telling you to get comfortable because you fail. But don't get frustrated because you fail and give up on the process. Because this process is only going to benefit you. You are the one that is going to take advantage of this process. Now I got a little bit of butter, 20 grams of butter. We're gonna incorporate this butter with all this. This is something that I definitely can confess to you is a challenge to me. I don't like to touch butter. But I got out of my comfort zone. Because if I don't touch this butter and I don't incorporate this butter to all these, it's not gonna work. So I have to do it. So my first arepa con queso will become a pretty good arepa con queso. And even if it's not pretty good, I'm okay with that. If it's not pretty good, it's not pretty good. Okay. We're getting to the point we needed. I think it's still needing maybe a little bit more flour. I feel it a little bit too soft. but I'm gonna wait a little bit. Why? Because as I keep moving this around, I see that it's getting more consistency. Again, the same thing with what we're talking about you. Don't rush. Wait. Keep working it out. Work it out. Wait. Okay? Give yourself the opportunity to start seeing some results. And if you're not happy with the results, give yourself the opportunity to keep trying. So you're gonna be better. I know this video is taking a little bit longer than normally it takes. We're gonna add a little bit more of flour, and I think we're gonna be done at that point. There it is. Okay. I don't think that takes more than that. The good thing about arepa is not like when you do cookies. I don't know any one of you ever did cookies. Cookies has a problem. You have to be exact with the amount that you use for each one of the ingredients. Arepas no. It's a little bit more flexible. That's why I chose arepa. This is definitely looking good. So what will be the next step of this? First, wash your hands. Okay, they're a little bit messy. Second, we're going to start putting the arepa together. But before, we need to turn on now the stove. So I have a non-stick fry pan. We're gonna put it in medium low. Okay? Medium low. Right there. And we are going to use butter. We're not going to use oil. Has to be butter. Because it's gonna integrate with everything we're doing here. It's gonna give you all the flavor. You don't want an oily taste in your arepa. You know, butter is a little bit cheesy, and it's a cheese arepa. So that's gonna be better. The way we do this, now we're gonna keep wetting our hands. I'm gonna start making some, let's say, like meatballs or the flour balls. Okay, so wet your hands, grab a little bit, and we're gonna start making our cube. This easy. How it's looking? And now we're gonna start forming our arepa. This arepa is a little bit too small. I think I need more. We don't want to make it too thick. Gotta be like 1 finger. That's like the measurement that we're gonna have. Now this arepa is too big. I told you guys, I'm not a chef. This is the first time I do arepa con queso, and this was not my idea, so I'm not responsible about the result. This is start looking good. Okay, perfect, and we're gonna put it here. Let's see how it's working. I have the butter here ready to put on the fry pan. So, fry pan, butter, not too much, because the whole idea is just that the arepa doesn't get stick in there. And we're gonna grab our arepa. Let me put it together again. Still a little bit soft. Like the ball. And then you start making it flat. I like to do it like that. It's not squeeze. You just do like that, and you kind of let it drop in your hand. When you let it drop in your hand, you start getting your arepa. You see the thick? It's good. And then we're gonna put it here. And we're gonna leave it there. It takes about 10 minutes there. So of course I will not keep you guys 10 minutes here. But at the end of this I'm gonna show the end result or the step-by-step how it's gonna be looking like. But let's get back to our subject. The whole idea is that the same way we started doing arepa con queso, you're gonna start changing your life. Get out of your comfort zone. Start working, applying the things that you are going to do to change those things that you don't like about your life. Start working on that. Be consistent. That we were consistent with this. Treat yourself with love. If you fail, don't insult yourself. It's normal that you fail. Try again. Keep going on. I don't know how old are you, but if those things that you have in your life, they build up inside of you through the years, don't pretend to change them in a week or two. No, it takes longer than that. Start the process. Start doing those things for you. I say for you. Don't do it for somebody else. If you're changing for somebody else, you have the wrong reasons to change. You're gonna change because you wanna feel better with you. When you feel better with you, people feel better with you as well. You project that. You give them that. Our arepa started already cooking. It's making some noise. Let me get this closer so you guys can see. It takes a little time. But again, what doesn't take time in life? When you do something in your life that is worth it, it takes time. When you build something in your life that will last, it takes time. When you found that special person in your life, and you started going out with her, happy with her, and little by little you guys got together more and more, and you guys decide this is the person that I want to have for the rest of my life. You didn't make that decision in a couple of weeks. It took time. And if you got married, once you got married, you start another stage, and it took time to get those things together. So it will take time for you to achieve what you want by fixing those things that you don't like in your life. If you like it, tell me you like it. If you don't like it, tell me you don't like it. And please tell me why you didn't like it. I love to hear that. Drop a comment. Send me an email. themagicofperception@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. I would love to interact with you. If there is anything I can do for you, I'm open. So I'm opening the door to you. It's up to you if you come inside. Love you. Have a wonderful day. Wednesday, we're going to talk again, and you're going to be finishing this process. Don't think I'm going to leave you like that. It will be cheating if I just come out with the arepa done. It's ready. No. We're going to put it together. I do the job here. You're going to look, and I hope you like to do the arepa. Try it. If it doesn't come good, try again. Love you. Have a wonderful day. Subscribe. Share this video with the ones you love. you think this can help them. That is a good gift to give. See you next time.